Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel on the day 3. I hope you are excited for the day 3 today. I am Preeti and today we are going to explore the essentials of the lesson planning. So, whether you are new to teaching or looking to refine your skills or having a solid lesson plan is crucial for effective teaching. I'm also a teacher, so I'm just here to discuss whatever comes in my mind to do the some better tricks and techniques for the teachers, right? So I'm just discussing here. So if you have any points or the feedback, you can drop down in the comment section, so we will discuss, right? So this channel is all about my for my teacher besties, where we'll discuss each other's mistakes and learn from each other. So I hope you will enjoying with me, right? So now let's break down lesson planning into manageable steps. Here's a simple framework that you can follow. So, what would be the simple framework for creating a good lesson plan? So, what idea comes in your mind when you heard about the name lesson planning? Please drop down in the comment section and how you make your lesson plans. So, first of all, I think it's very important to set the clear objective. I think it's very, very important that what objectives you are going to set for your lessons, right? So that your students get information in a very crisp and a meaningful way, right? So, what do you want your students to learn by the end of the lesson, right? So, that objective should be specific or measurable, right? For example, student will be able to identify the main idea of a text. So it's very important to set the clear objectives. When you don't know that what your students get to learn after the end of this concept or the topic, then I think it wouldn't work at all for the students as well as for the teachers, right? Then it is very useless, I think. So right now, write down your objective at the top of your lesson plan. So it's very important to write down your objective at the top of your lesson plan. This will guide all your activities and help you stay focused on what's important. Now, number two, gather materials. So, what do you need to carry out for the lesson? This can include textbook, handouts, right, and the multimedia resources or even classroom supplies. So make a checklist to ensure you have everything ready before the lesson begins. So you can prevent you and your students from that interruptions or the distractions. Right? I hope you understand. And preparing your materials in advance will save your time and ensure that the lesson runs smoothly. So for the teacher, it's very important when the teacher is comfortable in her teaching, in his or her teaching, then only the student can get the clear, concise, and the crisp information. Right? Now, third point is the outline procedures. Plan the step-by-step process of your lesson. This includes the introduction, main activities, and the closing. For example, you might start with a quick review, then move on to a group activity, and finish with the summary and questions. Now, break your lesson into segments and allocate time for each. This will help you stay on track and cover all your planned content, right? And you can prevent yourself from that hodgepodge during the lesson delivery, right? Now plan for the assessment. Now it's very important whatever you have taught in the class. Now it's time to assess that, right? So how will you check if students have met the lesson objectives? Yes, this could be done through quizzes, observations, or the class discussions, right? Make sure your assessment methods align with your objective. Now, assessment doesn't have to be formal, but simple checks like asking questions after you taught the concept or having students summarize what they have learned can provide valuable feedback. Right. So here's an example of a completed lesson plan. You can see how the objectives, materials, procedures, and the assessment all come together to create a cohesive plan. Remember, lesson planning is a dynamic process. It's okay to adjust your plan based on your students' needs and the response. Practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to experiment and refine your approach, because it can give a very useful touch to your students when you experiment yourself and what could you can improve in your lesson plans and teaching, right? And now recap whatever we have discussed. So set clear objectives, gather materials, outline procedures, and time or plan for the assessment. I hope you find these tips helpful. If you have any questions about lesson planning or wants to share some other tips with me, that yes, this is wrong, this is right, so please drop a comment below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss your next video, where we will explore tech tools that can enhance your teaching. So this is just I want to discuss that what would be done or what wouldn't be. So I hope you understand, and it may be possible that my points are wrong, but you can just drop down in the comment section that what could be improved or not. Okay, so thank you so much.